Okay, I have this swatch here of a cluster stitch, and what I'm going to do is add the shell stitch border around the edge. You can use the shell stitch border for any border that you want to use. It doesn't have to be for this cluster stitch, but if you want to know how to do the cluster stitch, like click here in this corner and you can watch the video for the cluster stitch tutorial. Right now here I'm going to teach you how to do the shell border. So what I like to do, I'm just going to finish off. I haven't fastened off at all. So what I'm going to do is chain 1 and work 3 . Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have not fastened off yet from making my cluster stitch tutorial. What I'm going to do is chain 1, and I am going to make an even number. I'm just going to make single crochet stitches. So I chained 1 and turned, and kind of in every stitch or chain across and around, I'm going to do single crochets. So I'm just going to evenly add single crochets all the way around. For this cluster stitch bonding square, that means in every single crochet stitch and every chain stitch on the tops and bottoms, I'm going to be doing single crochet. In every corner, I'm going to do 3 single crochets, then 3 single crochet in every corner, and then I'm going to do 2 single crochets per double crochet along the edge. If you are doing a different pattern that's not cluster stitch, just make sure you do a single crochet evenly along the tops and the bottoms. Kind of in those alternating rows, I'm going to be doing 1 single crochet. I'm doing 2 single crochets per double crochet. And then in the corner, do 3 single crochet. And we're going to be working along the bottom now. And once again, just evenly do single crochet. So whatever stitch you're doing, your main body of your blanket or bonding square or whatever, just make your single crochets evenly all the way around in order to do the shell border. Doesn't matter how many stitches you have. In each corner, do 3 single crochets. And each double crochet here, I'm going to do a single crochet. All the way up. Here I'm going to end with 1, 2, 3 single crochets, 3 single crochets, and then I'm going to slip stitch to that first one. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, wow, the sun really came out since I was doing that. Okay, once you make your single crochet border around your whole piece, and you slip stitch to start, you can chain one, and in that first stitch, do a single crochet. Then we're going to skip a single crochet here, and we're going to work 5 double crochets in the next stitch after we skipped. So skip the next one and then do 5 double crochets. We're not doing cluster stitch, we're doing double crochets for this shell stitch border. So we're doing 5 double crochets. Then we're going to skip the next stitch, and in the next one we're going to do a single crochet. Look at that nice shell. Okay, then we're going to skip the next stitch, and we're going to do that again. 5 double crochets. Oops, that 5th one I did in the wrong stitch. Okay, then skip the next one and do a single crochet in the next. And then skip the next stitch and do 5 double crochets in the next. And that's what we're going to do all the way around. We're doing 5 double crochets in a stitch. Then we're skipping a stitch and doing a single crochet in the next. Then we skip a stitch and we do 5 double crochets in the next. Now we're going to skip one and do a single crochet, skip one, do 5 double crochet all the way around. In the end, we're going to have a nice little bonding square for a NICU baby. Oops, instead of a shell, I did a cluster. That's not what we want to do. And you just do the same thing around the corner, okay? Don't even worry about it. Don't overthink it. Even in the corners, we're just going to okay, then in this last shell stitch, 3, 4, you may have to adjust depending on how many stitches that you have, but what I'm going to do is I'll just skipping a stitch, but in this single crochet here, I'm just going to kind of slip stitch that. No, sorry, I don't think that looks right. What I'm going to do is just single crochet in that same stitch as sort of my first single crochet. That might look a little bit funny, I'm not sure. Yeah, so what I'm going to do actually is just slip stitch to that first single crochet, and then you can fasten off and weave that in, and that, my friends, is your cluster and shell stitch bonding square. I hope you love it. I've also made a baby blanket using the cluster stitch, and I've done that in 2 different colors. So if you want to go check that out, that's the JJ's blanket. I made that one for my niece 3 years ago, and her name was Jada, and then I made one for her brother again just this past winter, and his name is Jet. So we got JJ's blanket. So you can find the patterns to these down below. I have also used the shell stitch border in Piper's blankie, and that is also linked below. If you like my crochet tutorials, be sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell so you're notified of when new stitch tutorials or new yarn related content is released on my channel. And go ahead and leave me a comment about if this is the new stitch for you and what you plan to use it for. I'd love to know. And if you already know what this is, tell me your favorite things to use the shell stitch for. Okay, thank you guys. Have a fantastic day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.